Samaritan is the new Sylvester Stallone superhero movie that was actually announced to go to theaters, and I didn't know much about it because when they announced that it was going to theaters, they didn't show any footage, they didn't really talk about it. All that we knew is that this was an original superhero IP that was going to theaters with Sylvester Stallone in the title role, and then it got dumped on Amazon Prime, which that usually means not good things for movies. Sometimes you get good movies that get dumped on streaming, but most of the time when that happens, it's a sign that something's not quite right with the movie. And well, this movie is okay. I actually expected a much worse movie than I got, to be honest. And what I mean by that is, again, the fact that this went to streaming and not to theaters, and it was a superhero movie, it's like, how bad of a movie could this be that they didn't want to put in theaters? And honestly, August has been such a dead month for movies that they could have theatrically put this movie out right now, and it would have done fine. This movie is fine. Uh, it's very generic, down to the opening title crawl. The main character's backstory, very generic. The way the movie looks and is directed has no personality nor life to it. The main character, the superhero that Sylvester Stallone plays, is very boring. His powers changed throughout the film constantly because it felt like just a bunch of people are just like, shit, give him whatever the hell we want. And they kept giving him all these powers. And they did that because, he's just a generic carbon copy superhero of other characters that are better. It's just, he's a carbon copy of other Sylvester Stallone characters that are better. This movie is just not special in the slightest. It's not horrible, like it's watchable, and it's not like you're gonna hate yourself watching it, but you're also gonna be like, you might be bored. I was a little bored by it. Because there isn't a lot of action. They treat this main character's origin as some big mystery, and it's just like I never really got invested because this character in this story is so weak. I didn't really care. And it was just a whatever movie. It wasn't bad, wasn't great. It was just a movie that exists. I can see why they didn't put it out in theaters. But honestly, again, this month has been so dead for movies. I think it would have done fine if they put it out in theaters right now. Or even next month. But what you gonna do?